strange parcels handmade with force and passion.
I think it's a love, man. Yeah, love.
While Kopi, Heni and Roti John try to make it there in New York, New York. Food from the streets became a country's pride. The humble, the simple, the complex, the unusual. They fed the good times and the bad. Here at the table are the stories of the people who lined the belly of a nation. His day begins in the evening when it's cooler. She keeps him company. They are probably the only ones in Singapore who hand-make the curry puff.
Nama saya Ismail bin Salim.
I'm Hamida binti Ahmad. I'm 60 years old. My shop sells Indian curry puff.
Also known as curry puff bai, this version of Indian curry puff can usually be found at Sarabat or Indian drinks stalls. Kept warm all day in tiny display cases, many of this crispy pastry are factory-made. Ismail learned the technique when he worked in a curry puff factory in the 70s. Wheat flour is used with yellow colouring mixed in.
Flour and salt, water. For me, I learn manual, everything manual. If no machine also, I can make.
A lot of hand kneading follows. Then rest for dough and man.
10 minutes, we mix like a ball, see? Like a ball. Then we have to keep some more another 10 minutes. 1979, I start until now.
Curry puff is a multi-layered pastry with thin shards that smash on the first bite. This is achieved through rocket science and fists of fury. Fats are introduced into the molecular dimensions of dough. The sheets of pastry margarine are made entirely of vegetable oil. They make the dough hugely pliable and non-greasy.
Pastry, no pastry cannot make curry puff.
So after he worked at Indian curry puff for several years, he said, I want to try business. So I said, you are very good in Indian curry puff, why not? At first, we just do home base. After that, you start from shop, then until here.
Fats and dough continue to combine through constant folding and stretching.
How many layers I never come before? I don't know. Just layers. The pastry and the flour, that's why they become a layer. Have to cut. Make it smaller. So one piece. One piece for one curry puff.
The dough is made a day ahead, but the fillings will have to wait for another day. Early mornings are focused on a daily order of 80 pieces for the mosque. And they want it with mutton filling.
5:30 I came, so I straight away start. For the first batch, I start to cut the potato, everything, then cook the first straight one.
Hamida stays out of the kitchen for the time being. The division of labor is clear-cut.
Oh, I just do the filling and baking and just that. And sometimes I do just the small work like onion, cut the chili, like that. Just that.
The traditional filling for the curry puff is mutton and potato. But the couple has introduced other flavors because variety sells.
There are sardine, chicken and mutton. Satay mutton, mutton chili padi, chicken and potato.
Each filling has its own starting spice paste or rempah. And each cook has his own secret formula.
This thing don't take. Jadi, siapa yang bikin curry puff macam saya ada sendiri pair resepi.
While the other styles of curry puff require peeled potatoes, the curry puff keeps the skin on for texture.
Potato for the curry puff, they must have a skin. If epok-epok, no need. Have to take out the skin. Because the taste will different.
20 kilos of potatoes are used a day. As he works through the various fillings, Ismail keeps an eye on the clock. By 8 a.m., the fillings are done. The family takes a break with their daughter, Iza. She does their social media. In case you're wondering, the hawker stall wasn't her idea. Neither was it her parents.
Then Masa said, why not? We apply for bigger so we can expand our business.
Dia boleh buka, tapi saya tak nak terbabit.
After not even a year, he give up because it's really tough job. He said, don't want to give up. So very sayang, no?
So, sampai sekarang saya ambil take over.
Start from that until now.
Terbabit juga. Apa nak buat?
Since that time, they've had extra help from Ani, Hamida's friend. She helms the front end. The ladies get to work.
Ini buat emergency yet.
I start with the potato curry puff. Before this one, people order one, 10 o'clock they will be taking. I hate using this. But have to, yes, have to.
The potato hasn't been mixed with the ingredients, but is added on separately.
Only sardine, we don't use potato. Only sardine.
To differentiate the fillings, there is the folding technique and the usual color code.
The chicken, we put a dot. Chicken, only chicken, we put dot. Before go into the oven, we have to spray with water to make it more crispy.
Unlike other curry puffs in Singapore, the curry puff is baked and not crimped at a temperature of...
Temperature is around 250.
And for how long?
Around 5 minutes.
To ensure crispiness on both sides, they are flipped halfway through their 10-minute cook.
Nanti dah habis. Terus dah habis, dah senang. So, kalau dah siap, nanti dah boleh susun-susun. Ini lagi 1 jam.
All the hawker centres were single-level structures that let in fresh air, but also torrential downpours. Rain, shine, or interview, their daily order must be dispatched.
Okay. Okay, good. Sorry.
Dalam.
Hai, okay
Dia tu ambil gambar macam ni ya.
Gambar sampai sini. Apa kau tahu je lah. Okey, kau dah. Masih. Okey, selamat.
Every day he take, every day. The 80 pieces one.
Cili padi, ayam,
They are expecting a big crowd today because a foodie posted about them. Wrong time for anyone to feel unwell.
Yeah, I think I twisted my ankle yesterday lah. It's swollen already. Wow. Have to go to doctor, see how. Take MC and give to my big boss.
Baru tengah hari kira semua barang dah siap. So tinggal kita meniaga lah lebih kurang. Pukul 11 sebenarnya kita dah buka lah. Kita dah buka habis. Tapi kita 11 sampai 5. Kalau sebelum pukul 5 dah habis, habis itu je lah.
Isha Curry Puff is ISHA. IS is my husband name, Ismail bin Salim.
HA tu nama isteri saya, Hamidah Ahmad.
Yeah, it's been years we using this name.
Jadi kita cantum lah. Memang dari mungkin ni 40 tahun yang dulu. Nama dah campur, cantum.
I think it's a love name. Yeah, love. But we've been working hand by hand from start. From maybe last time you were postman, he also a postman. Yeah, both of us always together.
Isteri saya, kalau dia tak ada pun saya akan give up.
Actually, I have no future plan. We just, okay lah, just do business here. Just earn money for two of us. Okay already.
Terus terang jaga, rancangan tak ada. Sekiranya lah. Sekarang saya tengah pujuk anak-anak saya lah. Kalau diorang nak ambil alih, alhamdulillah lah. Kalau diorang tak nak ambil alih, pasal saya tutup gitu je lah. Pada saya lah. Rancangan cuma duduk rumah je dan diam lah.
While this couple takes it easy at Circuit Road, others want to score in Times Square. They made headlines when they took a bite of the big apple. We follow 3 of these ambitious hawkers.
Are you serious you want to open burgers in New York City?
still young ma, why not? Just go, just try it.
When you hear an order like a teh peng xiu dai, then you know this guy is like maybe like our 自己人.
The basic idea was to replicate the hawker center experience in a foreign environment. It's a dedicated enclosed space called Urban Hawker, set in expensive real estate near Times Square. And it was a huge financial risk for those who went on board.
We took a loan from our local bank, so there isn't investors.
There will only be maybe 10% support in terms of the equipment-wise, but apart from that, everything is solely backed by us. So at least 80,000 USD on average.
11 Singapore companies took up the challenge. They showcased quintessential hawker fare: chicken rice, prawn noodles, char kway teow, kopi, kaya toast, and Asian burgers. Not all business owners are based full-time in New York.
All the owners in Urban Hawker have the same business model, whereby us being the owners not being there fully. So we have maybe one of our perm staff to actually help us operate the outlet there. I have my main guy, Timothy, who's our New York City regional manager. So he's the main guy that operates the outlet here.
It's now nearly 9 months since opening. Hawker Lee Shafiq has returned with right-hand man Farhan.
Farhan has been with me since day one. So he knows how we actually run the Singapore kitchen. So we're going to have him be working in the kitchen for a few weeks to understand how we actually operate it here in New York City.
You do what? Why you bring so many luggage?
There we must shake hands first, no? Now we become American already, yeah.
Hi. Welcome to New York.
Maybe just message you. How's it, guys?
Okay lah.
Who's my closing today?
Sisa and Anderson. But tomorrow you can see all three of them.
So in general, it took us like, I would say, a whole year of setting up, with incorporation of company, because we got to, legalize the company there. We got to find an apartment, get the lot, the licensings as well. These are all backed by us.
New York's casual dining scene has seen the rapid rise of the food hall. On a standalone site, the eating venue is a step up from the food court and curates more refined or unusual dining options. The Urban Hawker Food Hall focuses mainly on Singapore street food. It vaguely resembles a high-end hawker center, albeit with nicer dining and working environments.
So in New York, right, we actually have a basement which we could actually do our preps. And we have our storage space for our dry storage or any frozen goods. So as you can see right here, right, this is actually the prep station. So we actually split into different preps. So we actually share with other stalls. So this is the Halal section. Individual stalls will have actually one cage. So this is the prayer room for our Muslims. In New York itself, right, we can't actually keep any bags, belongings in the stall itself. So we actually have to put it somewhere else. Yeah, they mentioned it's some hygiene purposes and so, but in Singapore, everything's in one stall. Yeah, but in New York, there are regulations, we have to separate it. You have the labor laws, the employee right. It's a lot of, I would say, employee rights,
This is our stall. So this is the main guy in charge here. His name is Sisa. And this is the cook. His name is Henry.
Yeah, they are the one that has been here since the first day. We've been teaching them how to cook.
Shafiq's New York menu has been scaled down and placed with Singapore flavors.
Let's say example like the cheeseburger. In America, you will usually have the pickles, onions, lettuce, tomatoes. So instead of sauteed onions, we have fried shallots. And at the same time, we put in our street food in Singapore. In Singapore, we eat satay. So we convert that satay into a burger form. So that is what actually we serve in New York City. Come, let's do some tastings. Yeah. Okay.
So the first we have is the chipotle pepper sauce. It's for the fried chicken.
It's almost sour.
Yeah, because of the lime juice.
You add more lime juice.
So the next one we're going to try is the satay sauce for the grilled chicken. We try to get santan, but it's very hard to get santan over here. So instead, what we are using is UHT coconut milk.
I think garam can increase. That's all. A bit.
Something new from the outlet is the omelette sandwich, which we know as roti john. It was first created in 1950s Singapore for the Western palate.
And surprisingly, since day one, roti john has been a top seller. I'll have Cesar to actually cook you some signature classic roti john. Can you taste the meat? The spray of the Maggi seasoning and everything is still there, right? Yeah. And I kind of like the current version of the bread and the eggs. Yeah, soft. Then
the egg, the sauce.
and it's not burnt, I would say. You know, like in Singapore, like we always overcook the eggs, you know. But for here, we balance it like, you know, an omelette. And, yeah.
Still the runniness.
Correct. So this trip that I actually came back here now is to actually revamp the menu. You know, to actually incorporate more options for roti john.
One option not available to Shafiq is the color of the buns, which have gone rather anemic.
You know, in Singapore, we are famous for charcoal buns. But in New York itself, the reason why we can't do charcoal bun because of some regulations. So since we can't be famous for charcoal bun, why not be famous for sandwiches? So that's the reason why I actually brought Farhan here as well, so that, you know, we could go out and explore different varieties of burgers and sandwiches. Because when you take the set, it's same price.
Unless they order normal.
So it's all 250, 250.
Today, they are checking out a relatively new player. A standalone, no-frills burger joint, just 2 years old, with a chain of 12 outlets and a business model that Shafiq hopes to emulate.
No, I just Kim. Now I become Kim.
So Ian, now you Kim. I like.
become Kim. If you can see behind us, is actually a standalone store, which we are actually looking into moving for second outlet. So yeah. So for today,
So what did we get?
their signature cheeseburger and loaded fries.
Loaded fries are French fries smothered by melted cheese, onions, even a chopped up meat patty.
It's the same like what I recommend now, you know, the loaded beef fries, right?
So all the flavors put on top of the fries.
I'll let you have the first bite. You never tried before, right? Oh, so sweet.
Look at the grease.
Yeah.
And you see, like this small also, people willing to pay that amount. And ours actually a bit bigger. So I think the price that we're selling is actually okay lah.
After assessing the competition, the team returns to assess the staff. Manpower is a key issue for every business around the world. The Singapore hawkers in Urban Hawker have to compete for staff on the same turf.
This staff called Cesar, to be honest, he's a fantastic guy. One of the funny stories, we actually went to one of the provision shop below our apartment just to offer him a job. Say, are you interested to actually change your trade instead of being a cashier and you want to be a cook? So that's how we actually got started and got contacts. So we had a chat of, with Cesar, whereby because he's been performing very well, taking up that leadership role. He's been here since day one. And he grew, and we saw his potential. So we want to keep him as much as possible. That's how we give him a career path, and growth, I would say, in the company as well.
For other hawkers, finding staff meant breaking the glass ceiling. Of the 11 Singapore businesses established in this food hall, only 2 come from the hawker centre environment.
Yeah lah, that's why I come here for 1 month. Yeah.
Alan, a former chef, has a stall in Pasir Ris.
My name is Chong Alan. I'm 28 this year. In Singapore, I'm selling fusion prawn noodles. In Singapore, it's more like infused a bit of Japanese and a bit of traditional, but you don't lose the soul of the traditional taste in it. When I was still working as a chef, I thought that I don't want to do this forever, like cook for other people. So I had a little bit of savings. The only thing that I can afford is a hawker store. So I asked myself again, what do I want to sell? Prawn noodle is my favorite. That's what I want to sell.
Prawn noodles is one of Singapore's top 10 most popular hawker dishes. The soup is made of pork bones and prawn shells. The noodles are alkaline yellowed wheat noodles, garnished with prawns and pork belly slices. It's a dish taken very seriously in Singapore.
I can't beat all the traditional one because they are too good at it. They have been doing it for like 40, 50 years. So I innovate and created something new out, like a fusion prawn noodle.
Alan's Pasir Ris outlet is the only stall he has in Singapore. He began selling fusion prawn noodles about 5 years ago. Chef Andy and manager Dawn keep the business going while Alan is abroad. Some of the ingredients are a challenge to find in New York.
These are our prawn base. It's hard to get in the like US, Europe, something like foreign country. Yeah, because it's their marketing is the market is small. 哦，这个是 dark soy，dark soy sauce 给那个 dry version 的。OK， 这个然后这个是那个那个黑米香。OK， 然后这个 dry shallot， 然后这个是那个辣，泡辣，这样子我们会一样样的放进去咯，有满每一碗，它有一个是顺序了，我们这样一个一个这样子放，然后到时候它是每个 portion， 然后让那 customer 他们自己在那个 mix 的，就是 enjoy 他们 cooking 这样子。
We are going to make a sauce and go it over the pork. Then we're going to poach the pork. This is a nice coating. So we will poach it. Then after we will coat it with the sauce again, so that it looks nice, a bit shining, and look more appetizing.
然后我们就会弄干。然后这是我们的灵魂，我们在美国很难拿到的东西就是这个。
Then once the chef is ready, you will bring the bowl, pass it to me, and then I will put the burnt pork.
然后还会再淋一点这个汤，这样它的虾肉就有味，更好了。
Onsen A, where pork belly, torched pork belly, put on a teriyaki sauce, and then you take the pork belly and dip into the egg yolk and you eat it together. After that, you mix up all the noodle you eat. It all complements everything very well.
Alan took his fusion prawn noodle concept to New York. It bombed.
My clientele are mostly Singaporeans. I changed the menu because Singaporeans in New York, where they are based here, they want something close to home. They don't want something fusion. They want Hokkien mee, they want char kway teow.
So Alan changed his New York menu. No fusion, but traditional prawn noodles. And because there's nothing you can't do in New York, he also sells fried Hokkien mee, char kway teow, or luak, or oyster omelette.
I'm hoping to get the locals as well, like the Americans. They are afraid of trying new stuff because they don't understand the dish. You need to explain to them, you need to teach them, educate them about Singapore food. When they see char kway teow, it's like, what is that? I can't even pronounce that, you know? How am I supposed to eat that? And Hokkien mee, how come the Hokkien mee, the noodles is not al dente?
Hokkien mee isn't Hokkien prawn mee. It isn't even Malaysian or KL Hokkien mee. It's not black, it's not soupy, it uses alkaline dyed yellow wheat noodles mixed with rice vermicelli, also called bihun, and then fried, and then braised and steamed, garnished with prawns, pork belly, and squid rings, served with small limes called calamansi or sungkam, and a hit of a special sambal chili. Try explaining that to a foreigner.
Okay, I want this one.
This one, Hokkien mee? Okay.
Sure. Let me pay.
It's fine. One this and one this, right? I cook for you.
Alan doesn't do much cooking at this stall since he isn't full-time New York-based. So he has a team of cooks to run it for him. To find them, he boldly went where few white people would go. Flushing, a Queens neighborhood that has a predominantly Asian population and contains New York's largest Chinatown. A world apart from Times Square or even Manhattan or the USA.
The Chinese here, they are stuck in their own Chinatown. They never step out of there. They are afraid to go to Manhattan to look for jobs because they feel like they don't know English. They can't communicate with people. In order to get them to work for you, you have to go to Chinatown, go and be their regular customer, convince them, oh, I'm opening a store in Manhattan and I need talents like you guys.
我喺美國46年，在美國40年了，都是一路做餐馆，都是做粤菜、川菜、越南菜、東南亞菜我都有做。
You bring them to my kitchen and see these are the new dishes they're going to learn. 瞓得好唔好啊？睇過你啦，係啦。唔可以烚咁耐啊！個麵唔可以烚咁耐，個醬要夠啊。
Singaporean food? Oh yeah, I never know before, but now I know. It's very different. 炒法跟这个做法都不一样，因为都是用焖的、炒的，所以有那个锅气出来。Singapore food is most like a noodle, a Hokkien mee, and chao guo tiao, and oyster omelette. And Canadian food they don't have, Chinese food they don't serve like this. Only Singapore food it's all so special.
Why I hire Chinese? Because we need people to use the wok. They are more skillful with the wok.
Number 12. Number one.
The hawker center, so oh my god, I know I watch YouTube so many. Actually, hawker center in Singapore very popular. You see everywhere have hawker center. But I'm so excited. So with first Singaporean food in a USA hawker center. Oh, 好高興啊!
The price points at Urban Hawker are astronomical compared to what's paid in Singapore. One main reason is real estate. Times Square is expensive. As the anniversary of Urban Hawker approaches, there's talk of a similar setup being considered in another American city.
Yeah. Is he still going to LA? No?
You don't think about opening another one first.
Yeah.
Think about how to make this all work first.
Correct. No, not even 1 year. September then 1 year, ma. Right. Because I know the walking crowd dropped already. Yeah.
Tourists also don't have.
Correct. Actually, tourists have, but all down there, but not here.
The hawkers keep their options open. Others rely on their own support group.
I would say it was a roller coaster ride. Yeah. You know, and we've supported each other since day one. So we actually started more bonding with other people, get to know their culture, learn how they actually run their business. Some of them, they have a few stores in New York as well. So we actually learn from them on how they actually expanded their stores here.
Alan has begun a collaboration with 2 other hawkers. Their new outlet is in a different location and where they are the only Asian vendors in the food hall.
Actually, I collaborate with 2 other hawkers. One of them is Smoking Joe, and the other one is Daisy Stream. We collaborate together to make up a new store in Union Square, 14th Street, selling chicken rice.
Chicken rice, often touted as Singapore's national dish. There are 2 versions, poached and roasted. Both are judged on a very high bar. Alan's sifu is Chef Raymond Kiak. His father was the one who created the 1970s version of boneless, elegantly plated chicken rice, sold at high prices in a hotel cafe.
My father is the pioneer of Chatterbox Mandarin Hotel chicken rice. I've been in this trade for more than 40 years, and he's retired now, so I'm the second generation to bring out all this food to the world.
Their day begins before 7 in the morning. They have 4 hours to get everything ready. Alan and assistant Ju Bing, also a Singaporean, are the prep team. It's easy to mess up chicken rice, even though the steps are surprisingly straightforward.
Cooking the chicken rice, you need to know a little bit of basic. You can get it right.
In gist, here are the steps. Poach. Ice. Hang. For the roasted version, well, there is no roasted version.
When you see all the roasted chicken in Singapore, it's actually deep fried chicken. It's not really roasted.
Dunk fresh chicken into a marinade that contains more than 11 herbs and spices.
So when we put the chicken in, we marinate the chicken with the coloring. So when we roast the chicken, when we deep fry the chicken, they will have the nice color outside.
Hang it out to dry, and when the time is ripe, dunk in hot oil. Equally important in chicken rice is the rice. Cooked in chicken stock with aromatics like ginger, garlic, and pandan leaves.
Pandan, they have here, but it's not the fresh one. It's all frozen one. The taste of it is not so distinct. It's not so heavy. You have to use more.
Next comes the tricky part, deboning the cooked chicken.
Chopping of chicken. This is not easy because I had to do it in boneless way.
Because chicken rice, the only skill that you really need to know is how to make the chili and how to chop the chicken. It's very skillful. Chopping of the chicken, it's not like 1 or 2 days you can learn it. It's like a skill of a walk. You need time. You need to learn.
Sifu Raymond Kiak has some serious kung fu chops. The steps are chop, slice, yank, set aside, repeat. The last step could be the most difficult. Convincing a foreign crowd that they want chicken rice.
Here in this place, a lot of people don't understand what is really Hainanese, Singapore Hainanese chicken rice. So we give them sample that we have. So every sample that we give is a small portion, a spoonful of rice and a piece of chicken. So instantly they will buy it after trying it.
The food hall has a trayless environment, so the chicken rice is bagged, whether it's eat in or take out. The place isn't as fancy as Times Square.
In Union Square, it's a little bit cheaper because we need to cater for all the students, the NYU students down there, the office people down there, Con Edison, NYPD, so and so, all the companies.
Unfortunately, it's Memorial Day, the start of summer. The potential customers have gone home for the holidays. It's the wrong time to start a fledgling business. For the hawkers based in New York, one of their biggest nightmares centers around the supply of Asian ingredients, which is why one of them has to import coffee into America. This is Kopi in the making. This company customizes coffee beans for local coffee shops and special orders. Over a year ago, it began exporting specially roasted beans to New York for this customer.
I'm Harry Neo. I'm 37 this year. And then we sell traditional Nanyang Kopi and toast, and also boba tea.
Terry has an outlet in Urban Hawker where he sells kopi, kaya toast and other drinks. In Singapore, his business is a hipster spin on the traditional kopitiam or coffee shop concept. In a previous life, he was a corporate financier.
I was in the working world for about 9 years. Then I feel that maybe it's time for me to venture out. So all along I have this interest in drinking traditional coffee and tea. And then my uncle is also in the coffee shop business. So actually I understudy my uncle. He's at a coffee shop. 2017 November, I think that's the point where I took the step out and then I ventured into starting up Kopi Fellas.
Vital to any hawker centre is a drink stall with its subculture of drinks terminologies. This needs a little translation for the New Yorkers.
So, but over there, we were mentioned like Kopi oil is actually like black coffee with sugar, and then Kopi is with the condensed milk and evaporated milk, black tea. Just that in New York, we actually named this Ceylon tea. So we wanted to avoid, the colors and all those, so we actually just named it Ceylon, the official term. So over there, we also brought our Milo there, which is actually very popular, and we also added Milo Dinosaur in New York.
The main man at Terry's New York branch is Bill.
My name is Bill. I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm from Guangdong, China.
As a non-Singaporean, he has a steep learning curve.
Kopi 就是 condensed milk 和 evaporated milk. Kopi oil 就是 sugar 和 evaporated milk. No, 说错了。Kopi C 是 sugar and evaporated milk. Kopi oil 就只是 sugar， 没有奶。Kopi oil 冰就有点像美国的那个新冰乐，就是美式黑咖啡。鸳鸯就是 mixed coffee and tea， 这个鸳鸯在我们这里也很受欢迎。叫我喝，这个我知道。
Though the drinks may be on a constant flow, the supply of coffee beans may not be, because there is no Kopi supplier anywhere in the USA. To understand why, we need to know what exactly Kopi is, also known as Nanyang coffee. Nanyang being a Chinese reference to Singapore and Malaysia too.
Nanyang coffee basically is, trace back to history. So the beans over here, when we roast them, we add like sugar and then it turn into caramel.
这个是以前的就是在南洋工作的华人他们自己创造出来的一个方法啦。在烘焙的时候都会失去一些重量，他们开始是用焦糖来取代这个重量，那后来久而久之就是大家都喜欢的一个味道。基本上是3种豆 ，Arabica、Libica 跟那个Robusta， 但是我们有不同的烘焙方法。我们有一台那个大型的那个烘焙机，一次可以烘焙120公斤咖啡豆，所以在那个烘焙的过程当中，我们会加进白糖，加进那个牛油，我们叫牛油，其实是马子，是菜油，其实是菜油啦。就是目的就是说，除了是说增加一个重量之外，也是说给它有那个特殊的本地咖啡的香味。
And then the brewing process is also different. Over here we use like the coffee socks. Actually it's cotton cloth, but we are so used to calling the socks. So the brewing process for the tea, we pass the hot water through the socks and then we pour into this tea jug and then this is coffee jug. So I think that sums up Nanyang coffee. So the roasting is different and then also the brewing process. My idea now is in New York is we want to establish more Kopi Fellas to build a name for ourselves.
Supply is a constant issue for the Singapore hawkers in New York. And that's why some of them are on a road trip to meet their maker in New Jersey.
Major factors I would say that is tough, right, was finding halal produce. So this is actually Jeremy.
Hi.
He's in charge of our accounts, and if anything we need from any supplies, like from meat products, breads and everything, he's the man to go.
Yeah, it would be a popular one.
Yeah. So for today, we're going to try. Jeremy's going to introduce 2 new buns for today. And at the same time, we're going to do a few QC checks on the patty itself, because we might change the format on how we actually cook the patty as well.
Here, you want? There you go. The meat is a 100% halal certified product that, again, comes out of Plymouth, that runs on a halal line with halal standard. There's definitely a huge market. You're in New York City. It's one of the most diverse countries in the world. So halal is definitely a big part of that. Potato bun, man, is like a rare find. And actually, what do you guys think? Have you ever tried the Hamburg roll?
Being a young hawkerpreneur, started from one hawker store in Beach Road and now expanding over to New York City, I would say it's a long, hard 6 years. I wouldn't have imagined, when I first started my stall in Beach Road, I'll be here in New York City.
At the end of a long day, the bosses return to a Singaporean tradition: company dinner. The menu tonight isn't burgers, it's Thai. The South Americans have never had this before.
Since the opening, didn't even have time to work the shop or anything else.
One question remains at the top of their minds. What is Roti John in Latino? With the anniversary of their New York outlets coming up, it's time for some serious reckoning. Will business pick up? Will they set up new outlets? How to manage business overseas? When you are from the belly of a nation.